Hi guys, what's the story? I hope you're all well. So in this video, I'm going to take a look at three altcoins, One, Rose and ADA. There are the three altcoins based on my analysis that I feel are holding up very strongly against Bitcoin on the Bitcoin pairs, which is an indication of what will happen if we do see that Bitcoin dominance drop and alts begin to run. So the main thing we're looking at today is where we can potentially get in here to these altcoins, what levels you can target to set your limit orders to pick some of these up at the best price that you can. So you've got two scenarios here, which we're going to talk about in a moment. Now, before we get into that there, if you wouldn't mind, leave a subscribe, leave a like. You might learn something, right, moving forward, because I've got, 3 years experience in these markets. I've been through pretty much a full cycle. I'm also a trader of the traditional markets, the stock indices and commodities. So I know a thing or two and you might learn something. All right, now let's get into it. So there's two scenarios here that we're looking at. Either the pullback has been had and alts are going to just tear up along with Bitcoin, or what I personally feel is the more probable outcome, we're going to see a pullback. Now, what I would be expecting here is a 10% pullback on Bitcoin, 10 to 15% pullback, which would take us into this area of support here. Now, if Bitcoin drops 10%, our altcoins are likely also going to drop 20%, a little bit more than Bitcoin, which is what we want because that's going to give us our entries. Now, invalidation for this would be Bitcoin breaking above this channel of resistance. As you can see here, we've got double resistance here. We've got weekly resistance going back all the way to 2021, pretty key resistance, and then you've also got this resistance line from 2023 so far this year. You can see every time we've hit this level, we have rejected. So the question is now, are we going to reject this or is it going to take off? Now, I would say that if we do start to see daily candles closing above this trend line here, which is at about 38k, if we see 2 or 3 daily candles close above that, I don't believe it would be as probable for us to return back to these lower levels at sort of 33, 31k, which is where I am hoping the price is going to go, so that I can order, so I can pick up some more assets at discounted prices. So if this does happen and we break out of this out of this resistance line, what I would look to do for your alts is target the EMA 21. The next pullback after that breakout, targeting the EMA 21 on the daily time frame will give you a pretty good opportunity to pick up the alts. Now, if things go the way I am expecting them to do and we get this sort of deeper sort of pullback in the next coming weeks, let's go through some levels that you can target. So starting out with Harmony 1. So if we do get this correction, my buy zone personally is down here. So you're looking at between 0.011 cents right down to 0.0846 cents. Now, I would say the lower number is not so probable right now, but anywhere in this range, 0.011 to 0.008 would be good. Additionally, you can also target that EMA 2020, the EMA 21, which is very good. Although, if Bitcoin collapses, it's difficult to do analysis on the altcoins, right? Because they're very much led by Bitcoin. Now, if this was Bitcoin, I would be targeting that EMA 21. But the thing is, when Bitcoin just collapses to the floor, all your technical analysis goes out the window and alts just drop as well. So for this reason, because Harmony 1 is a lower cap coin right now, I would be targeting this buy zone with a sort of a pretty deep correction if this does happen. Now, moving on to Rose, another coin that I'm very bullish on for this cycle. My buy zone here is at 0.058 cents right down to 0.048 cents. Again, the lower number there is not as probable. I would have the bulk of my orders up here at this higher level of this zone, which is equally the EMA 21 on the 3-day time frame. Now, I am especially bullish on this asset because right now we've currently got a weekly bullish divergence on the Rose against the Bitcoin pair, which is really the true price. This is the best chart to look at to get a really accurate view of how the price is actually holding up against Bitcoin. Because one thing if your alt's going up alongside Bitcoin in dollar value, however, when your altcoin is going up against Bitcoin while Bitcoin is also going up in the dollar pair, that's when you make those ridiculous gains. And right now we do have a bullish divergence currently forming on the weekly time frame on Rose. So this is one I'm really looking out for, and one I'll be going quite heavily into if we do reach those levels as I talked about. Finally then, ADA. We've also got, this is one, again, this is another coin that also has the same bullish divergence currently forming on the weekly, the 3-day time frame. You can see this massive bullish divergence that's forming here against, this is ADA Cardano against the Bitcoin pair, showing relative strength against Bitcoin, which is what we want to see in these altcoins. These are the ones that fucking take off when the moment is right, which is why I'm looking to add up on these now. So ADA, your buy levels, let's just take a look. So my current buy levels, my buy zone is between 0.032 cents, no, pardon me, 32 cents to 27 cents, let's call it. Again, the majority of my orders will be at the higher end of this, with the lower end sort of a lower probability. But it's always good to have some orders in there. You can do no harm by just having a couple of limit orders placed inside this box to hope you get filled. Now, the other scenario is that if Bitcoin does break out of this channel and we just go up on a fucking run right now, I would advise against panicking and just FOMOing in, because you buy at the top, you buy at resistance, and then it just comes down against you, and all of a sudden you're down minus 30%. This can happen very, very easily in crypto. So you want to be buying, at least if it does take off without you, you want to at least buy in a decent place that you can have a stop loss. So if Bitcoin does just take off from here and your alts completely blow away from these targets, target the EMA 21 on the daily time frame if we do see this confirmed breakout. So yeah, take away from this video, watch that 38k level on Bitcoin. If we see multiple daily candle closes above that, chances are you're probably not going to get these lower orders. In that case, you would be looking at just targeting the EMA 21 on your altcoin pairs. Alright, so I hope you did get some value from that video. If you have coins that you would like me to cover, just let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, give me a sub, because I'm starting off this channel trying to get it growing, so any subscribers, it makes a big difference. Alright, so yeah, that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one.